Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special program here on Channel 21. I am Todd Higgins, and today we are recognizing 39 of our schools for their outstanding achievement in the areas of academic growth and graduation rate. Each year, through the State Accountability and Testing Program, schools are evaluated on the academic growth of students. Academic growth indicates whether students achieve a year's worth of academic progress for a year's worth of instruction. Growth is reported by the state in one of three ways: exceeded growth, met growth, or did not meet growth. In addition to recognizing our schools for their outstanding performance in the area of academic growth, we are honoring two schools today for achieving a 100% graduation rate. Achieving a perfect graduation rate is extremely difficult. The graduation rate reflects the percentage of students who entered the 9th grade in 2015-2016 and graduated 4 years later in June 2019. So, to have two schools in Gaston County with a 100% graduation rate is a very momentous accomplishment. At this time, it is a pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. W. Jeffrey Booker.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins. Good afternoon, everyone. It is wonderful to have our school administrators with us today, and I would like to thank each of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here so that we can reflect upon and celebrate the academic achievements of our schools for the 2018-2019 year. When the state sent the academic growth and graduation rate certificates to us about a month ago, instead of just sending them on to the schools, we decided it warranted to have an awards presentation ceremony and record the program for Channel 21. After all, what our schools achieve in the area of academics is very significant, and it is important that we celebrate all of our successes. As we look at our accountability and test results for the 2018-2019 school year, there are many reasons for us to be proud. So I would like to take a moment and to share just three highlights with you. First, in addition to having 39 schools meet or exceed academic growth expectations, we are pleased to see a steady increase in our overall student proficiency rate. Over the past 5 years, we have increased more than 6 points in student proficiency. And our gradual increase is a reflection of thousands of students improving their academic performance to achieve at or above grade level standards. Second, our graduation rate for the class of 2019 is 84.8%. Now, we certainly would like to have every high school with a graduation rate of 100%. And we have two already. But when you look back at where we were when the state first calculated the graduation rate in 2005-2006, we have increased from 68.1% to 84.8%. Now that is significant progress. And third, on the school performance grades that are assigned each year by the state, we have 2 A's and 16 B's. And one of our schools, Cramerton Middle School, is just 1 point away from an A performance grade, which is a status that is extremely difficult for any school to achieve. Today, we are celebrating the progress that our schools have made in the area of academic growth. When you look at academic growth, achievement for all of the schools in the state, 14 of our schools rank in the top 15% or higher. In the top 15% are Ida Rankin Elementary School, W.C. Friday Middle School, and South Point High School. In the top 10% are Belmont Central Elementary School, Gardner Park Elementary School, Ashbrook High School, Stuart W. Kramer High School, and East Gaston High School. In the top 5%, the top 5% in the entire state of North Carolina, W.A. Best Elementary School, Cramerton Middle School, Southwest Middle School, Stanley Middle School, Gaston Early College High School, and Highland School of Technology. All of these schools are among the ones being honored here today in this ceremony. Before we get to the awards presentation, I want to thank our school administrators, teachers, support personnel, and others who are committed to doing everything possible to ensure that our students discover, grow, thrive, and achieve in the classroom. The academic success we are experiencing here in Gaston County Schools would not happen without our caring and qualified employees, our supportive parents, and our business and community partners who believe in our public schools. The Board of Education joins me in congratulating all schools that are being honored today. Thank you for your diligent efforts to inspire success and a lifetime of learning in Gaston County Schools.
Thank you, Superintendent Booker, for your remarks. Stay with us here on Channel 21. When we come back, we will present the Academic Growth and Graduation Rate Awards to our schools.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration,
absorb
a
what
tool,
people are giving you.
not an obstacle.
It's a-
I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won.
What's your reaction gonna be? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
Little tadpoles, the frogs, everybody said, this is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Welcome back to the Academic Growth and Graduation Rate Awards presentation here on Channel 21. I'm Todd Higgins. We are recognizing our schools that met or exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 year. And we also are recognizing 2 schools for achieving a perfect graduation rate. At this time, we are ready to present the awards to our schools. And as I announce each school, we will have the principal or assistant principal to come forward to accept your plaque from Superintendent Booker. First, we would like to recognize our high schools, and we begin with Ashbrook High School. Ashbrook is represented by Principal Dr. Rebecca Wilson. Ashbrook exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is Cherryville High School, represented by Principal Kevin Doran. Cherryville met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is Stuart W. Kramer High School, represented by Principal Audrey Devine. Stuart W. Kramer exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have East Gaston High School, represented by Principal Jennifer Reap. East Gaston exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Forest View High School, represented by Principal Crystal Hauser. Forest View exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have the Gaston Early College High School, represented by Principal Josh Allen. The Gaston Early College exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. The Gaston Early College also achieved a 100% graduation rate for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is the Highland School of Technology, represented by Principal James Montgomery. Highland exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Highland also achieved a 100% graduation rate for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Hunter Huss High School, represented by Principal Brian Denton. Hunter Huss met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. And now, South Point High School, represented by Principal Gary Ford. South Point exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Let's have a round of applause for all of our high schools. Now we would like to recognize our middle schools. We begin with Belmont Middle School, represented by Principal Susan Redmond. Belmont Middle exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Bessemer City Middle School, represented by Principal Dr. Jessica Mellon. Bessemer City Middle exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have John Chavis Middle School, represented by Principal Ryan Smith. John Chavis Middle met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is Cramerton Middle School, represented by Principal Jessica Steiner. Cramerton Middle exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have W.C. Friday Middle School, represented by Principal Chad Carper. W.C. Friday Middle exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is the Gaston County Virtual Academy, represented by Virtual Academy Coordinator Kathleen DeAvria. The Gaston County Virtual Academy met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Holbrook Middle School, represented by Principal Audrey Hovis. Holbrook Middle exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Mount Holly Middle School, represented by the Principal, Jamie Peoples. Mount Holly Middle met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Southwest Middle School, represented by Principal Cindy Hester. Southwest Middle exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is Stanley Middle School, represented by Principal Dr. Rebecca Hufstetler. Stanley Middle exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. And we have Yorkchester Middle School, represented by Principal Dr. Amy Holbrook. Yorkchester Middle met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. And let's have a big round of applause for our middle schools. Now we would like to recognize our elementary schools. We begin with Belmont Central Elementary School, represented by Principal Phyllis Whitworth. Belmont Central exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is W.A. Bess Elementary School, represented by Assistant Principal Laura Clark. W.A. Bess exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Catawba Heights Elementary School, represented by Principal Cindy Strapp. Catawba Heights met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Up next is Chapel Grove Elementary School, represented by Principal Tammy Mims. Chapel Grove met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Cherville Elementary School, represented by Principal Sean Hubers. Cherville Elementary met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is Costner Elementary School, represented by Assistant Principal Kim Reese. Costner met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Gardner Park Elementary School, represented by Principal Jamie Wallace. Gardner Park exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is Hawks Nest STEAM Academy, represented by the principal, Dr. Jill Payne. Hawks Nest met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Lingerfelt Elementary School. Lingerfelt is represented by Principal Stacy Bradley. Lingerfelt met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have McAdenville Elementary School, represented by Principal Dawn Lavender. McAdenville met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have New Hope Elementary School, represented by Principal Lynn Whiteside. New Hope exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have North Belmont Elementary School, represented by Principal Justin Beam. North Belmont met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Pinewood Elementary School, represented by Principal Tyler West. Pinewood met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Up next is Rankin Elementary School, represented by the principal, Donna Kelly. Rankin exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. And now we have Robinson Elementary School, represented by Principal Torben Ross. Robinson exceeded academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is Sadler Elementary School, represented by the principal, Bill Kessler. Sadler met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Next is Sherwood Elementary School, represented by Principal Christy Gorntoe. Sherwood met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Now we have Tryon Elementary School, represented by the principal, Megan LaFevers. Tryon met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. And we have Woodhill Elementary School, represented by Principal Loretta Reed. Woodhill met academic growth expectations for the 2018-2019 school year. Let's have a round of applause for our elementary schools. And thank you, Superintendent Booker, for helping us with the awards presentation. We would like to congratulate all of the schools that have been honored here today. Your achievements in the areas of academic growth and graduation rate are very impressive. For more information about how well our schools performed on the 2018-2019 Accountability and Testing Program, please visit the Gaston County Schools website. And if you would like specific information about your child's school, we encourage you to contact your child's teacher or the school principal. I'm Todd Higgins. We hope you enjoyed our Academic Growth and Graduation Rate Awards program here on Channel 21. Thanks so much for watching.